I'm your host, BrightLearn, and today I am absolutely thrilled to dive into a conversation that will blow your mind and redefine how you think about podcasting, freedom of speech, and the future of media. We're talking about the full decentralization of audio content and how it ties into human freedom. So, grab your headphones, get comfy, and let's jump right in. So, picture this. I'm sitting down with none other than Adam Curry, the legendary podcaster and the mastermind behind Podcast Index. If you're not familiar with Adam, he's the co-host of the No Agenda Show and a true pioneer in the podcasting world. But today, we're not just talking about his past. We're diving deep into the future of audio content and how he's spearheading a movement that could change everything. Now, if you're like me, you might be wondering, what exactly is Podcast Index, and why should I care? Well, let me tell you, it's a game changer. Adam Curry and his team have created a platform that aims to decentralize podcasting, giving power back to the creators and listeners. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's set the stage. Adam's journey into the world of podcasting is nothing short of fascinating. He started his career in mainstream media, working with MTV and having a syndicated radio show. But he saw the potential of the internet early on. Back in the late 80s, he was already on the internet. And by the early 2000s, he was experimenting with broadcasting over it. He saw the opportunity to create something new, something that wasn't controlled by big corporations or government entities. In 2003, Adam teamed up with Dave Weiner, the inventor of the weblog, to develop RSS, a protocol that would allow people to subscribe to content. They added a feature called the enclosure, which is essentially what makes podcasting possible. This was the birth of podcasting as we know it. But Adam didn't stop there. He saw the need for a more robust system, one that could handle the growing number of podcasts and ensure that creators had control over their content. Enter Podcast Index. This platform is not just about hosting podcasts. It's about creating a new ecosystem. One of the most exciting features is the integration of the Lightning Network, which allows for micropayments. That's right, you can now support your favorite podcasters directly, in real time, with tiny amounts of money. This is a revolutionary concept that could change the way creators are funded. But it's not just about the money. Podcast Index is also about freedom of speech and resisting censorship. Adam recounted a pivotal moment when Apple, in collusion with other tech giants, decided to remove certain podcasts from their platform. This was a wake-up call for many in the podcasting community, highlighting the dangers of relying on centralized platforms. Adam explained, "The good part about podcasting is the creation side is completely decentralized. But the problem is, the sheer number of podcasts makes it inefficient to run on your phone in a single app. So, you need a big index like Apple's, but when they remove something, it's removed from every other app. That's why we built our own index, free and open for developers." This move towards decentralization is not just about avoiding censorship. It's about creating a more equitable system. Adam and his team have introduced a value-for-value model, where listeners can support creators directly. This model is not only empowering for creators but also gives listeners a sense of ownership and connection to the content they love. But what does this mean for the future of podcasting? According to Adam, it's all about education and community. He emphasized the importance of teaching people, especially the younger generation, about the true nature of the Internet. "The browser is the true freedom of the Internet," he said. "We need to educate people on how to set up their own web servers, how to build Linux on an old laptop. These are essential survival skills for the future." As our conversation continued, Adam shared his thoughts on the challenges of payment friction and the importance of finding alternative solutions. He mentioned that while PayPal has been a reliable platform for them, he's always looking for ways to ensure that creators can receive support without interference. This is where the Lightning Network comes in, providing a decentralized and secure way to transfer funds. We also touched on the topic of privacy crypto, with Adam expressing his belief in Bitcoin as a transparent and secure platform. He acknowledged the concerns about privacy but emphasized that there are ways to obfuscate ownership and that other blockchains like Monero offer more privacy-focused options. As our time together came to a close, Adam left us with some valuable advice for aspiring podcasters. He emphasized the importance of consistency and authenticity. "Stop talking when it's not interesting," he said, "and release your podcast on the same day and around the same time every week." People adapt their lives to your podcast, and if it's not there, they might start listening to something else. Before we wrapped up, I asked Adam about the future of Podcast Index and the innovations he sees on the horizon. He mentioned the exciting development of adding music to the platform, allowing musicians to be paid in real time for their work. This is a huge step forward for artists who want to maintain control over their creations. In conclusion, Adam Curry's vision for the future of podcasting is both inspiring and revolutionary. By decentralizing audio content, he's not only empowering creators but also giving listeners a voice and a choice. As we move towards a more digital and interconnected world, platforms like Podcast Index are leading the charge in ensuring that freedom of speech and creativity thrive. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you're interested in learning more about Podcast Index or the No Agenda Show, I've included links in the show notes. And if you're a podcaster looking to join the decentralized revolution, check out the resources Adam mentioned. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep creating.
This has been a BrightLearn.ai summary of an interview between Adam Curry and Decentralized TV hosts Mike Adams and Todd Pittner on April 2, 2024. The full interview is available at brighteon.com, where you can also find podcasts and special reports by Mike Adams and other creators. Visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage of this interview and breaking news on critical stories that will keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.